about the inventions that have helped us both during the development of the world. First, I want to talk about the inventions that we help both in our everyday lives. The electric power. The first data that we have is about Mileto, located in the year 600 before Christ. See that the ruins are the same now as amber. It acquires the ability to stick to some objects. They thought that this was due to an acquired magnetism, but it was later revealed that this was due to the electricity. In the year 1752, Benjamin Franklin showed the clothes contained electrical charges and that they generate electrical discharge in the form of rays. This he did creating a kite with a light metal structure. That word is clamped a metal key and keep it to fly it in a day with rays. He noted that the key stored part of the electrical change of the rays. Shortly thereafter, finished inventing well now lightning today and which have installed all over the world. Alessandro Volta in 1800 was the first source of electrical energy control, which were later found numerous applications in electrical devices. Later, Thomas Alva Edison considered by many greatest creator of history, that we must give it very important invention such as the light bulb in 1879. Without this invention, there would be public lighting in the street and we would have that always light our candles at night. Approximately 3 decades after the death of Edison, Heinrich Rudolf Hertz proved with experiments that electricity could travel in the form of electromagnetic waves by air and empty space and not only through objects. This discovery is very important because it's based on the creation of telecommunications such as radio, television, and recently as Wi-Fi internet. In the history of the road, in the discovery and subsequent use of electricity, three or many scientists who influenced by a large and small contribution. But these events described above are those who stand out in the history of electricity, are the knowledge that should be understood in primary and secondary school, where today we know a huge mountain of applications we give electricity every day. Since the electricity use appliances and advances in our house, which comes from our electricity company that processes it through plants, hydroelectric power plants. Now, my colleague Alejandra Bendaño talk about the cell phones, but then we will say elsewhere in the city Julie Castro. And without forgetting my colleague Jessica Martinez, which brings us another interesting invention.
Hi! Creating is a kind of art. For this reason, today I'm talking about the mobile phone. The mobile phone has been one of the most important and useful tools done by the human being to communicate with others. By the time the mobile phone had not been created, people used to use the letters. However, in the last years, it has not been necessary. In this year, Apple has released its most advanced cell phone. By 2030, Apple will have created a cell phone which won't have needed to charge. Bye!
Thanks for giving me the opportunity in this program to can talk about the greatest invention has been created in the last years. In my opinion, I think the phone was the most important invention in the last years because before of this, the telegram had been created to send a short messages and the people should to go to post office and
to send these messages, and these messages can do it for a long time to give the answer. So of the last line was send messages for a long distance. The person could talk for a long minutes or hours, and the answer arrived quickly. The landline has been left to be the used science cell phone appeared. Has created by 2015. I will have created a transportation machine to keep transportate quicker than the fly vehicle from side to side, and by 2070 will have create two special cabins to cure diseases, and this will have to replace the function to the doctors.
3D printing. This issue, which has already been installed on the agenda, is going to be increasingly processing. The most interesting, according to the specialist, is that it implies a decentralization of industrial production. The possibility of printing almost anything is put into the mass scope. Somehow, the production process is democratized. In 5 years, the dishes and the cell phones will have been sold at a very reduced price. Today, a 3D printer is around 20 million pesos. In 2020, the questionnaires will have reduced the cost by 50%.